And there's our beautiful cover art.
I think you're looking lovely. Look at this.
I mean, it's good, right? Good, right? That lady
Hmm.
there though needs to shave just a little bit. She has a
Just
little
a
bit,
little shave.
and I don't remember X-Pac having that much facial hair either. That's kind of
Actually, he has more and darker facial hair. To be honest with you, mine has a lot of gray in it. Now,
Mike.
nowadays, it looks closer to what my facial hair looks like. But
I remember The Rock wearing sunglasses, but not glasses. His
yeah,
eyebrow
well,
looks. The Undertaker
you
looks
know.
confused. I don't know what. Yes, no mercy. UK.
Undertaker's blinded by the light.
Right. Wrapped up like a douche. It's not really
I
just a joke.
almost made a really cheesy or a goatee for your Stone Cold, but I'm surprised you don't just do the goatee, man. Just like go with a full on Stone
Um,
Cold look.
have we never had this talk? So, facial hair, that's not a thing that happens. It would take me forever to grow that. Just so
Well,
you know.
this podcast will last a while. You have time.
One time, my stepkids one day or one year wanted me to do no shave November. It turned into more like no shave November, December, half of January, and then I had a mustache and a little bit of a goatee. Yeah, my facial hair does not. Guess it took a note from the head, right? Like, yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm very disappointed because when I was younger in my head, when I got old, I was gonna have like the ZZ Top biker beard and like braid that shit just because I could. It's never gonna happen. I can't even have any chops, man. I mean, I could, but it would take a long time. Long time.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so No Mercy UK.
Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. That's where we're at. Where are you? Where did you go? No Mercy UK. This is actually the first. Now the other ones we've watched a couple of UK pay-per-views, but those were actually given away free. You just had to have Skynet or whatever they call the TV service over there.
Scott.
This is the first one you actually had to pay for in the UK. It's also the first No Mercy, and I found this kind of funny. So this is May 16th, 1999, and the name of the arena is the Manchester Evening News Arena,
Okay.
or Manchester. I'm sorry, Manchester Evening News Arena. We're in Manchester, England. It's an interesting name for that paper paid a lot of money. Like, come on, you're like the
Yeah.
Guardian Inquirer Arena. That just doesn't sound like that's something new. It's the Mansfield News Journal Dome, you know. So there we go. We have 16,777 people here to watch this pay-per-view. So let's do it. Let's check out No Mercy 99. The first No Mercy of 99.
Yeah, because we got two.
We do.
I don't know why they did that. Do you know anything about that?
No, but maybe before we get to the other one, I'll be able to find out something.
Yeah. Yeah, once you do the research on the next No Mercy, you'll probably find out. All right. Well, let's watch it.
All right. So before we discuss this opening 5-star match that we have right here, the the pay-per-view actually started off with the Ministry of Darkness coming out, and man, I kind of forgot about the sick little remix. Their music
Not the
was like
Ministry of Darkness, the corporate
the corporate
ministry.
ministry. I'm sorry, the corporate ministry's together now, and the remix is Ministry of Darkness with No Chance in Hell mixed together.
Yeah, kind of cool. I liked it.
So they come out for Shane McMahon to shit all over everyone and to basically say this whole pay-per-view is centered around the corporate ministry. He announced that the European title was coming back. He happens to have it on because he's the champ, which I'm kind of glad this, excuse me, I'm kind of glad the European title was in here because I was listening to a podcast the other day and I heard the origins of the European title. Because I think many times me and you both were like, what was the purpose? Why did they make it? We thought maybe they did it for Davey Boy.
Yeah.
But here's the actual true story. So there was a belt maker that was interested in making some belts for WWE, but they always used WWE had like their guy. They always use the same belt guy. So this belt designer literally came up with that European title just as a way to show WWE what he could do. So he just created that out of thin air as a sample and sent it to him. And Vince liked it so much he decided to use the belt.
Huh.
So that was originally just made by a guy so he could just show them, hey, look what I can do. Look what I can do. And yeah, it became a championship. So
Did
that's
that
kind of
guy
cool.
end up making any popular belts after that, or did they just like that belt and was
Yeah,
like, no?
no, he ended up making some more for him after that. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, he did end up getting a gig. So we started off with that. It was what about you were like this pay per view is 2 hours and 16 minutes, and 10 minutes of it was the corporate ministry talking.
Which I don't hate. I mean, I like me some promos. That's why we like this type of wrestling and not just watching two dudes wrestle in a mat.
Yep. And then, and of course, they talked about everything, including the main event, which we know is a triple threat. And it's time to screw Stone Cold again because it's Stone Cold against two members of the corporate ministry. So,
and it's no holds barred
and
as well.
Yeah. So,
so he's just double screwed.
So we kicked it off with a new wrestler, Tiger Ali Singh, which I barely remember him when he started talking. I remembered why I barely remember him. Then he wrestled too, and I'm like, oh yeah. He took on the legend, the living legend, the icon,
Gilbert,
with his security and his sparklers, and his light heavyweight title in all his glory.
This was the greatest thing ever. Like, I love the wars, the Monday Night Wars. And like, this just signifies.
We don't even have to guess what this was. They were taking a shot at Goldberg. There, you don't have to.
No,
there's no guessing what this is.
It was a great parody of him.
I mean, he comes out and he does everything, the moves, the sparklers just make you piss yourself. Instead of fire, there's just people and one person with a fire extinguisher for the smoke. But this was a squash match, not mash. We did the mash.
I don't know. Gilbert got a little bit of a spear in there.
He did, but please tell me how you fuck up a squash match. Because Gilbert got a spear.
Tiger Ali Singh and Gilbert in there.
He turned his back to the crowd, his opponent, and Tiger Ali Singh. All he had to do was kick Gilbert back here behind his knee, and it took him 2 fucking times, and he still didn't kick him properly.
Was it the bad kick, or was Gilbert not selling properly?
I think it was Tiger. Who's still wrestling? Gilbert, even now. Who's not? This motherfucker. So I think it was Tiger.
Okay. Right.
Wow, that was a lot of hate. I don't even know Tiger. I don't even know Tiger. Why am I hating him that bad?
I don't know.
He got under my skin, I guess. You know Jeff Jarrett? No. So are we even gonna, this was literally like a minute. I don't even know if we're gonna rank this. We don't normally rank squashes, but if we want to base it just on the participants, I mean, I'd give this bitch like 4 stars just for Gilbert. Not really. Just Gilbert alone deserves the stars. No, we don't normally rank squash matches. This was just, it was fun. That's all this was. It was just fun.
It was cool seeing the Gilbert entrance again. I give it 2 stars just for the entrance.
And you're right. He did get some offense in too. So you know what? Yeah, we don't normally rank squash matches. I'm going to give it 1.5 stars. Why not? Just for Gilbert.
There you go. Gilbert. Just for Gilbert.
Yeah, just for Gilbert. You deserve it. Oh gosh. All right. Well, let's move on and see if we get a match next. Maybe we'll get like a match, a real match.
Maybe.
Possible. Let's check it out. All right. So here we go on our next match. We actually get a match this time. So, oh look, now you gave me all that crap for saying it wrong, and then you put it wrong on that graphic because it's not the Ministry of Darkness; it's the corporate ministry.
I made that graphic last night before I watched the episode. So, in my defense.
Now poop on you, buddy. So it's the corporate ministry.
It says Ministry of Darkness on the match card.
It's the Acolytes and Viscera taking on the Brood, Gangrel, Christian, and Edge. I mean, it was a good, good 6-man tag. In the beginning, Viscera started things off, so I was just like, okay, who's gonna die? Because Viscera's in the ring. But even the whole match, not just when Viscera's in the ring, let's look at the people, folks. And I'm pretty sure you can figure out that most of this match was the fucking Ministry destroying these guys because look who the fuck's on the Ministry's team. Like,
I mean, and let's face it, Bradshaw and Farouk are not like nothing to sneeze at either. They're beasts.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Like the Viscera's just huge. Ron and fucking Farouk will kill, or Ron and Farouk, same person. Farouk and Bradshaw will literally kill you.
You know what? I'm sorry, Boomer. This is this is much necessary. Damn.
I can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that at all.
Thank
One
you.
time there was a wrestler describing Ron Simmons, and he said Ron Simmons was unfuckwithable. That's the term they use for Ron Simmons. Unfuckwithable. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Saying don't fuck with that man. Don't fuck with that man. Good tag team match. It started off in the beginning kind of back and forth, but then we got to the spot where Christian was just the fucking. He died like 4 times, I think, in this match at least. I mean, it's just every time he thought he had an upper hand, someone would hit a power move on him, whether it was JBL or Farouk or Viscera. The only spot that made me laugh is Viscera had Edge up on the ropes at one time, and it looked like he was dry humping him, and I'm like, how does that hurt? You're doing
I found
this.
it weird. I think
Like, what?
Christian, like he had a perfect opportunity to jump over the ropes and do like a crossbody splash on like a bunch of men on the outside. And instead he just jumps over and lands there and starts punching. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
You had an opportunity there and you didn't take it?
Yeah. He's probably afraid they wouldn't catch him. I don't know. Yeah, that spot was a little weird too.
He's heard of Viscera's
I'm not gonna risk
wrestling skills.
Like, they were moving away from everything. Here comes Viscera with a leg drop. Move! Get the fuck out of the way.
No!
Face. You'd be the Phantom of the Opera like the Undertaker had to be. And of course, towards the end,
that wouldn't look bad on the Brood, actually.
No.
Kind of fits the aesthetic.
Other than this being the battle of the elbows, because for some reason everybody was fucking elbow. Like, you get an elbow, I don't know what the hell it was. Everybody's dropping elbows for whatever reason. But this really is the battle of, like, the ministry is like, there can only be one supernatural faction. So you guys got to go. There can only be one.
Yeah.
You can't have vampires and
it's like some Highlander shit.
Cult. You can't. We can't have the Lost Boys and this cult over here. You can't do it.
It would be just a cult, but it is with Undertaker. It is very supernatural-ish.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're fighting over the fact that if you're not going to be with us, then you just got to go. You're out of here. At the end of this, of course, and we love it when things go crazy, and it did. It broke down at the end of the match. It turned into a slobber knocker, and there was even the point. I forget what movie hit, but during all that confusion, Gangrel was actually the legal man, and the ref counted a pin with Christian on top when it wasn't legal, and then counted another pin when they switched out and Gangrel was on top. I'm like, what is going on? And then we look up on the ramp, and there's Shane with his most devastating member, fucking Midian. We forgot when he was talking shit at the end of the pay-per-view. Or at the beginning, we forgot to mention that Shane talked about how dangerous Midian was going to be for Kane. No one believed.
I know.
Midian's at the top of the ramp, and nobody cares. Like, it's better than being a Godwin, but he's not your most intimidating member of your. No. So anyway, all this chaos is going on, and I'm trying to remember who did Midian get a hold of? Was it Gangrel that was on the outside of the ring? Is that who Midian?
Yes, he DDT'd Gangrel.
He did DDT Gangrel, and I just noticed in this match that the actual ring and the outside of the ring and all that is it's raised up. Why? Maybe it's just the arena. I don't know. But I noticed it when they showed the crowd because there's the guardrail and like the crowd's below the actual outside of the ring. So this
maybe they need extra support for Viscera being in that ring.
We're all week, folks. Yeah. So anyway, we got the DDT to Gangrel on the outside. Then you threw him back in the ring, and then you go from getting DDT'd on the outside to getting a fucking clothesline from hell. And match over, done. You ain't getting up from that.
Finish.
And of course, Shane had to talk shit and say, "Here is the first phase of our domination," or whatever. Basically saying they're going to win all their matches tonight. Basically.
Understood. As a good heel faction should say.
Exactly. But this was entertaining. To me, it was just a classic 6-man tag done very well. Went the way it should have. It's what you expected the bigger guys to be destroying the little guys, and some shenanigans, which of course you expect to. Not bad at all. Pretty good second match. Lasted longer than the first one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And the Brood's entrance is pretty cool. It's not quite Gilbert, but the Brood still has a pretty good
entrance. Yeah, it is a good entrance. I think we've said that every time we've seen them.
We have. So nothing else. I mean, this was fine. It wasn't outstanding. It wasn't horrible. I'm just gonna go with I'll give it a 3. There's 3 people in each team. I'll give it a 3. 3 clotheslines.
I'm going with 3 deadly leg drops. I know they
Dude.
weren't in this one, but Viscera's in that ring, and
Well,
he's got the
he
deadliest
does have a
leg drop
deadly
in the
leg drop,
game.
and he did go for one, and I cringed for a minute, but whoever the fuck was under there moved out of the way. I'm like,
He's like, I ain't taking this shit.
I know. Can I join the ministry, please?
He just noped right out of there.
Yeah, nope, not getting that. Someone else
Yeah.
moved too when he went for the fucking corner splash, which is
That's-
actually what broke the Undertaker's face. It wasn't a leg drop; it was that fucking splash to the
Well,
corner.
that just ruins my joke. But that's where avoiding Viscera's leg drops or splashes, them noping right out of there. That's where Jordan Peele got the idea for his movie Nope.
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 I know it's crazy to think how long this.
Not everything the Boomer and Blaze show says is true. For
It's all
entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
What? It's amazing how long this.
Sorry,
It's amazing how long this was around too. And I don't know if he leaves and comes back again, but he's still around for a few more years because he's.
I know because
he's an
becomes
ECW.
Big Daddy V.
Yeah, and goes to ECW when they bring ECW back. So Big Daddy V's a bad phase because that's when he doesn't wear a shirt anymore.
I'm sorry, but all of Viscera or Big Daddy V or Mavis, what was his name before?
Mabel. Men on a mission.
Yeah, all of his phases are not exactly great. I will say Viscera is probably his best phase.
Viscera is his best. Big Daddy V was too much. That's when he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to bring sexy back. I'm bringing sexy back.
I'm sorry, you ain't Mark Henry. You ain't Mark Henry.
You're not sexual chocolate.
You're not sexual chocolate.
There's only one sexual chocolate.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to what's next. Let's see what's next on No Mercy. All right. So here we go. In our next match is the world's most dangerous man, Steve Blackman against Draws. Don't have a problem with either one of these athletes, but this match was just kind of there, in my opinion. Wasn't bad, but it didn't feel like a pay-per-view match. Like it just kind of felt like something you'd see on Raw or something. Like they didn't really give us any kind of story as to why these two are fighting. It was just there, and we've seen Blackman. We've seen Blackman, so it's not like he's brand new and you just need to feed him somebody. It's kind of just seems like got thrown together.
It was fine.
Yeah, it just sucks because usually it's either we get like a really good match with a lot to talk about or a barely bad match that we can shit on, and this is neither one of those. It was just there.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely.
I can't really shit on it, but it no story, no reason. Just here you go, guys. Here's Blackman, and then it's a weird matchup too, like two totally different.
Needed a break from the corporation story.
Corporation story. Just something to throw in there, just to.
It seems like they're going back and forth. Like here's a.
You might have been right. Like, this might just really be a place filler to break up the whole corp because that's obviously the focus of this whole thing. Because you're right, that could be part of it. And I mean, it's not like the crowd wasn't like super into it, but they weren't quiet either. I mean, it was fine. It was there. Just what it was.
I mean, they're in the UK. They don't go there often. They gotta get excited.
It's like we talk about now, even today, when they go to these places, they don't get it all the time. They don't care who it is. They get super stoked. Maybe it would have been a little more fun if Draws would have made itself throw up, because that's what Vince liked about it.
I disagree. That's not my favorite thing about Draws or anyone.
Yeah. So yeah, it was what it was. Blackman won by submission. Since it was just in between, neither good or bad. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. I guess I'm just gonna give it a 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2 batons. That's what Blackman's holding.
That is a kendo stick. Okay.
That's a kendo stick. Come on. How many kendo sticks do you know that are yellow? It's a baton.
It's a baton.
Well, kendo sticks are also longer, I would say.
Oh, you're saying that
those are like little small things.
Trying to say that he's a macho man. I got to be A macho man. Not that macho man, brother. Ooh, yeah. All right.
I don't know. They
Good
just
point.
remind me of like
It does, though. I
like
know what you're saying. It kind of looks like, or like a really big glow stick. Kind of looks like a really giant.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe he was at a rave.
I don't
Maybe
know
that.
what they technically call them.
It looks now. If you didn't know what this was, if you just took the name away and just showed me a picture of that guy, I'd be like, "Who ordered Street Fighter off Timu? What happened? Can we see Street Fighter? No, we have Street Fighter
Oh,
on.
Street Fighter normally doesn't use weapons. This might be Soul Calibur.
Oh, so
They all had weapons.
fail. All right. Well, let's move on and see what's next. I bet it's a ministry match or a corporate ministry. I bet they're in it.
I believe so. Yes.
Let's check it out. So here we go. We're continuing this corporate ministry story, and it's one half of the tag team champions, Kane against the man that he fears so much, Midian. Come on. I love how everything from the beginning was centered around how fearful Kane should be and blah, 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 this and that. Midian, and this whole match was pretty much Kane whooping Midian's ass, is basically
Yeah.
what the whole match was. I mean, which is great. It's good storytelling. It really is. Like, we weren't buying that anyway. That trash talk about, oh, the Undertaker should fear Midian. No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. It's fucking Kane. Have you met this guy? Like, even, uh, other than the one spot where Midian managed to move and Kane hit the corner post. So there for a minute, Midian got some offense. I forgot to mention something. Stop the press. I forgot to talk about the little teaser we saw before the match. The little black and white video, and you were like, what is going
Yeah,
on?
what the hell is this?
That was the introduction of let me make sure I get this right. Let me pull this back up because I knew what it was a joke about, but I want to make sure that I got it right. That was a tease for Beaver Cleavage.
Okay.
That's real.
I do not remember that at all.
Because it don't last long, and the character of Beaver Cleavage was actually played by Mosh. That was fucking Mosh from the Headbangers.
Really?
Yeah. Thrash left, and they're like, "What do we do? Oh, let's turn you from a fucking headbanger into a perverted little kid." Because that clip wasn't bad there, but they do some stuff that's probably not okay with this character, and it doesn't last very long. So there you go. That's what was before.
Oh, the 90s.
The good old
90s.
attitude there. By the way, that shirt's way cooler than the one Midian was wearing in the ring, but he definitely is wearing the. Who knew that the what do you want to call that? The spray art clothing was still so popular at the end of the 90s. Where the airbrush, that's what it is, the airbrush art.
Oh, I remember it being super popular.
His gear reminds me of Road Dogg. They're doing kind of the same. Except Road Dogg isn't always airbrushed, but yeah, this was Midian getting his ass whipped because he's a fucking Godwin. You can paint stuff on his head all you want, but he's just a Godwin. If you weren't Mark Calloway's friend, you probably would be gone by now. So that's just being honest. And of course, they saw that Midian had no chance in hell. Ha ha ha. Pardon the pun.
That's not what the song's supposed to be about. Let's go.
No chance. That's the wrong chance. Wrong kind of chance.
They're not supposed to have a chance, not us.
Things weren't working out, so the boys came. The boys are back in town. The boys came to help out, and we all teamed up on Kane. And at first, Kane wasn't selling shit, no matter what they did. But then Viscera fucking had to splash him like 2-3 times. But you called it before he even made it all the way out there. You called what was going to happen. Mind you, we have fucking Viscera, Farouk, Bradshaw, Midian, Shane McMahon, all in the ring. And who comes out and clears the ring?
Freaking 80-pound X-Pac with nothing but a stick. I mean, you could take a stick shot and go get X-Pac.
By the way, it was not the same stick he used in One Night in China. Not the same stick. Different what? What was that?
Well, that stick's still attached to him.
Different stick. Anyway, yeah. They left the ring before he even got out there. And to your point, but again, this is wrestling, right? This is illogical wrestling because in real life, none of those guys would have left that ring, and they would.
Yeah, everybody just staring. I'm like, what the hell are you doing with that shit?
Yeah, they would have probably shoved that stick up his arse Probably what would have
That
happened.
probably was part of One Night in China. Ah, ah.
Awesome.
Uh, woo. When we're on, baby. You know what I'm saying? When we're on, we're on. And that was on. So yeah, that was probably the only kind of. Oh, and we also forgot to mention besides that, like you mentioned, like this is already a short pay per view, and we're taking so much time for promos.
You
Like
know, I may
we
need
got
to turn my thoughts around because maybe that's why they cleared the ring. They were worried what he was going to do with that stick, and it wasn't about beating them. Time for a pagan.
This guy. We forgot to mention that Mankind also came out and cut a promo before this match because we need promos.
Oh yeah.
What was funny was he started coming out, and I'm like, why is Cactus here? Because he had on the flannel, but he had on the Mankind mask, and he had on the Mankind shirt, but he called himself Cactus Jack in the ring. He's doing the promo. I don't know.
He was kind of a mixture of Cactus Jack and Mankind.
He's having an identity crisis. That's what he was having. So,
which I think that was kind of part of Mick Foley's shtick back then.
It was the shtick, baby. Isn't it
was
crazy?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he had the flannel on. I'm surprised he didn't have the Dude Love shirt under that.
Right, he should have just. Maybe he did.
Of all.
He to do like the Superman.
Well, he had the happy face with the Mankind.
Yeah.
Which I loved that. I wanted one of those shirts as a kid.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got
the
one.
Happy face with the Mankind mask.
Yeah, it's a classic. Definitely a classic. So yeah, so this match ended in a DQ. Got a DQ here because and Shane wanted to make sure you took the time to warn X-Pac he's next. So
we already heard that from Gilbert. I don't know if that counts.
Face. So this was fun. This was entertaining. I actually loved it. It wasn't a 5-star matchup, but I just loved it because they spent all that time talking shit about how intimidating Midian should be, and then he just got his ass kicked by Kane.
In one way you could look at it like everybody should be intimidated by Midian because of who he has backing him.
I guess.
I mean, it's not just Midian you're dealing with. And they showed up. Everybody besides Undertaker was out there.
But if you took all that away,
Undertaker hasn't been showing up in these cheating.
If you just took this guy's picture, took everything else out of there, and I saw that guy, I would probably just make fun of him. I wouldn't be scared. I'd probably be.
I mean, we've been doing that since he was a Godwin, so.
True story. True story. So yeah,
I don't think he ever had a good. Unless there's something I don't remember, I don't think he ever had a good gimmick.
No. I mean, this was his best one. But again, it was just like it was a fun ass whooping. But so far, these are just kind of average matches. Nothing really.
Yeah, I was kind of concerned about that. So yeah. I was looking for a no results so I could get these match cards. Yeah. And the one I found does not tell me who the winners are, but it tells me their opinion of how many stars each one got. I think the most any one of them got was 3. So yeah, I was kind of warned that this might not be a great pay-per-view.
I would have to think the biggest hope's the main event. I mean,
the triple threat match does sound good. But I don't remember what the place I went to had it. I'll have to look.
But as far as this one goes, I'm just going to go ahead and give it 2.5 choke slams. Let's go with that.
I'm going to give it 2 eyes because that's what's on the shirt.
Touche. All right. Well, I actually know what's next. We'll be right back. Don't go get a drink. We'll be.
Yeah, we'll just watch it live. We won't even pause.
We're not even gonna pause it. We'll just watch it.
I'm kidding. We're gonna pause.
We'll be right back. It's shorter than Gilbert.
We need one of those old 90s like we'll be right back. You know those little cards that they use? Yeah.
Yes, good shit. All right, let's go check out whatever this is. We'll be right back. Yeah, it's exactly that's what we're talking about right there. Because we knew what we had coming up was quick. That's right up there with the other one that was like the more you know.
Yeah. The
Good
more
one,
you
good one,
know.
good one. I give you love for the. We'll be right back. And speaking of, we'll be right back. The next match apparently originally was supposed to be Tori. I'm not Tori Wilson against um, Sable, but Sable come out to talk about how ever since how that yeah, man, I'm tongue
She's
tied today.
sick.
She's sick ever since she landed in this country, and she has a
Ooh.
chest cold. And when Sable has a chest cold, it's a big problem. Get it? So Nicole, that's not a man, baby Bass, took her place, and we got another squash match.
And this one was legit a squash match. I don't think Tori got an offense at all.
No, Tori tried to attack Nicole from behind twice, and Nicole just rubbed it off. Rubbed it off. Is that what happened? It's unfortunate. And she choke slammed Tori, right? That was it. Choke slam.
Yeah, and she had her up
Impressive
in the
choke
air
slam.
for a good
Yeah, she did.
while there.
She did hold her up in the air for a minute, so that was impressive. And yeah, that was it. It was over. Night. Of course,
And
we
then
saw a video before this about how Sable got screwed out of the title thanks to Commissioner Michaels. So that was pretty funny. That was classic Shawn Michaels. They have an evening gown match, whatever, bra and panties match,
and he
and
gives it to the winner, the person that
yeah,
shows off the
Sable rips the dress
assets.
off of Deborah, and Sean's like, in my eyes, the one that won is the one who got the dress ripped off. So you're the champ now. But I'm not even going to rank this. We joked a little bit with Gilbert, but this was not even a match. It was 30 seconds long. It's just, yeah, it is what it is. It was there. This was this went right back to what you pointed out to us. They had to have something to fill in. You know, ministry, not ministry. Ministry, not ministry.
I guess they didn't need it as much as a rest in the back for this.
Because the next match is X-Pac and Shane, so we're back to the corporate ministry. So, yeah.
All right, and then we'll finally be answering my question of why Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
They seen Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, whatever he's going through.
Right now. We'll find out. My guess is Billy's probably bad by now because X-Pac with Kane, DX has already broke up. This must be after Road Dogg, and it's still weird even if that's the case because, like you said,
yeah, why didn't he fight Road Dogg
and stuff? So why isn't he fighting Road Dogg? Yeah, it'll be interesting to find out. But before that, let's check out the European Championship match, the brand new reinstated European Championship given to Shane by Shane. Yeah, I am the champion because I said so.
All right.
I'm the champion. I am.
Wrong champion.
Let's do it. All right, here we go. Our next match. Back to the story of the evening, and this one is for the European Championship, and it's Shane McMahon defending against X-Pac. And right away, X-Pac was trying to whoop that ass. Like he started this match out on fire, and Shane thought he was going to do the classic heel. Fuck this. I give up. I'm going back to the locker room. But then Vince's stooges showed up. We haven't seen Vince at all on this pay-per-view. But his boys showed up. We got some Briscoe and Patterson coming out to make Shane go back into the ring to continue to get that ass whooped. And then a friend shows up. China made her way out to the ring. I believe she was there to talk about the first script for One Night in China because she didn't like some of the
China.
She didn't like some of the scenes. And of course, we had to get the good old ref bump. You got to have a ref bump so you can have some. So you can have some shenanigans. Because what's the McMahon match without some shenanigans? Do you really need a ref bump though? I mean, like you do need a ref bump.
Nothing but shenanigans.
Like realistically, Shane could just be like, "You're gonna do what I tell you to, ref, or you're not gonna have a fucking job."
I mean, that's what he did earlier. Right. I mean, they have had no disregard for the rules.
No, but in this one we had to get a ref bump. So we got one trying to come out. She took X-Pac, launched him into the corner post like he was a yard dart. And that was probably painful. But that still didn't end the match. It was great when Shane went for a Bronco Buster on X-Pac and he busted his balls instead. got the old family jewels. And then
These things happen.
Then X-Pac went to give China a Bronco Buster, and I'm like, oh, wrong movie. What are we doing? That's not. But China put her foot up. Did you catch that? Like, he went to X-Pac went to Bronco Buster China, and she put her foot up and got him right in the family jewels.
Yeah.
Right in the. Why would you do that? You got a movie you got to make in a little while. You don't want to. damage the equipment. Like,
oh man, at this point, X-Pac in China is like a very fucked up version of Romeo and Juliet.
And that's fucked up, right? Because Romeo and Juliet were fucked up too. So we got a fucked up version of a fucked up couple. That's fucked up. What are we doing?
But China, your corporate ministry is never going to allow us to be in love.
We can't because we're too opposite. You know.
X-Pac, you're. Oh wait, you don't have a group anymore. Well, you're good.
he's got his big red buddy. He's got his big red vest. It's like X-Pac and Clifford the big red dog. You know, he's got his big red machine. So.
Oh no, X-Pac, your burn victim will never approve.
And I swear, of course, I guess we should follow through all the shenanigans. Thanks to all the shenanigans, including a belt shot from China and a little pedigree from Triple H. Shane won. Then they thought they were going to continue to beat X-Pac after the match, and here come Kane, and I was like, dude, I swear to God, if the ring doesn't clear when Kane's walking down, I'm going to be really mad.
Yeah. Kane does not need to hold a stick.
Stick can clear the ring, then you bitches better be running when Kane comes out. I'm just saying.
Kane is a weapon.
Look. Oh, he is. And it's kind of cool and weird at the same time to be watching the old stuff because Kane's still in like the full, body suit. I like the old school Kane though.
Yeah, me too.
The old school Kane. So yeah, it was this bit. I can't speak today, and I don't know why. I'm not drunk. I swear.
I do start liking the Kane outfit where it's like it's kind of like red stripes and the like see through.
Yeah,
like
and you can
mesh.
Yeah.
That outfit, like that look was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty slick. Yeah. But this was a good match. This was actually a match this time. Plenty of shenanigans for
all the shenanigans.
And so far, everything's coming up corporate, man. The corporate ministry is cleaning up. They have won every match.
You mean the team that has the rich backing is winning everything? What a shock!
The Boston Kids team's winning. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way. Somebody named McMahon is winning everything. That's insane.
I mean, it took us till 2020s to finally get the other McMahon.
This was probably the first
that's real
match.
Life. Sorry. That was real.
This was like, I guess the 6-man wasn't bad either, but this was probably the first match that actually felt like a pay-per-view match. And it was a good match. Shane can go, for those of you who don't know or have never watched Shane O'Mac. He can actually. Shane can go, and Shane and X-Pac always have fun entertaining matches. And man, I'm gonna give this 3.5 shots to the jewels. The poor family.
I'm gonna go with 3 Shane Busters.
There you
That's
go.
what he calls those, right?
Shane Buster. He also had on the shirt that he was wearing the Degenerate jersey instead of the DX. It just said Degenerate 69.
Yeah.
In X-Pac colors, of course. You got to do that. But good match. We're getting close to the end. We only have 2 left. And finally, maybe we can figure out the answer to the question of why we have Mankind and Billy Gunn facing each other. If they don't show us the video package, then the only other way we're going to know is by the crowd reaction. And Billy, I feel like,
or
still
searching
maybe you could Google it, you ass. Where's the assistant? Oh fucker! Oh, I fired him a long time ago. Never mind.
God. Fired. That implies we hired someone.
Look, I told him it was an internship. Okay, gosh.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck would we pay? We don't get paid. Why would we pay you? What the fuck do you think this is? Do you see hush money laying around here anywhere? Do you see it? I didn't think
Boomer, is this a Bill Clinton situation?
What goes on under the desk?
Is the intern under the desk? Is the intern with us right now?
No, currently is not with us. All right, well, let's see what happens when some ass and Mankind gets some ass. Let's just say that. I don't know.
Well, great transitions. We were speaking of ass.
That's why I'm a professional, because this is
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
$100 right there because I'm a smooth transition.
That's why we get the no money.
Yes, ass everywhere, and yeah, let's see what happens.
Let's go.
Do it. Okay, so here we go. And before our next match, we were seeing Michael Cole, 12-year-old Michael Cole, backstage interviewing Mankind, and those dastardly corporate ministry motherfuckers attacked him. Mankind was attacked viciously. Chair shots to the knee while he was back there. And so then we go to the ring and get an entrance, and we get our question answered. This is Evil Billy Gunn. It's Evil Mr. Ass.
But was such a great song.
With apparently,
I'm an ass man.
my co-host really likes Mr. Ass. Mr. Ass must be up there with.
I'm an ass. I like to blow them.
It's got to be
like,
up there.
So
I'm man. I'm a man's man. Those are got to be like your two favorite.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
Billy Gunn, the killer. So Billy comes out and he clarifies this right away because he's like, I have had a change in attitude, however he said it. You know, why the women are just out there whistling when his ass. Because he still got some cheers. That's why I still wasn't sure at first when his music hit.
Were they all higher pitched? Like,
it was all
as in all women and maybe a couple of gay dudes.
Woo! Yeah. So he comes out. He tells us all his little spiel. They play Mankind's music, and Mankind does not come out while the commentators are reminding us that he was attacked. And then Billy proceeds to say to the ref, I guess you get the honor of announcing me as the winner or something like that. And then Mankind.
The ref being Teddy Long.
Teddy Long, yes. I love this. I'm going to share this with the audience. My co-host is like, am I racist or is that Teddy Long?
I was like, it looked like Teddy Long, but oh crap.
I'm not that guy. Am I? Like, they all look like
I'm not that guy, right? But that looks like
we all know that all referees look the same. Anyway.
Well, the last time we saw him was at Starrcade. So he was in WCW. I didn't know when he came to WWF.
Yeah. So here we go. And we had, of course, do we have to say it was a good match? Because fucking Mankind was in it. Good match. Classic focusing on the body part. Billy Gunn knew the knee was injured because Mankind came out limping. Crazy shit on the outside. Just everything you love in a Mick Foley match. But my friend, my co-host, my fellow wrestling connoisseur, the ending of this match kind of frustrated me a little bit. Like,
it's some weirdness.
It's a little,
like I thought for sure maybe Shane McMahon was at the ring, was hitting the ring bell,
right? Like,
but no, it was just a mess up. Apparently,
a chair got involved, folks, and Mankind's the one that actually grabbed it, which was kind of.
I was expecting Teddy Long to start asking the audience, "Hey guys,
hey, should we? Is this cool?
Was there some shenanigans in this ring? Because that's what he was doing in WCW. I guess he doesn't do that anymore.
So
he was taught.
If someone brings a steel chair into the ring, once it's on the mat, apparently it's part of the ring, and it's fine after that point, apparently.
I mean, I think technically that is how it's always been. Like, if you grab it and then swing it at someone, it's a disqualification. But it's the same logic as the steps. You can do stuff on their steps, but you can't actually.
But the illogical part of this is Teddy saw it come in, and most of the time when this happens, the ref would remove the foreign object from the fucking ring instead of being like, you know what, playa, fuck it. Let's make it interesting. Just leave it there. It's not like he didn't see it. Not only did he see it, he saw Billy Gunn not do one, but two fucking finishers.
I think
on the chair, and it's fine.
I think every match is Extreme Rules tonight. Also, I've kind of noticed something. This entire pay-per-view is Rise of the Villains because I'm trying to think, has any face won at this pay-per-view? Because Gilbert lost. All the corporate ones have lost.
Every victory has been the heels.
I'm trying to think. There was the Steve Blackman.
Technically, Blackman's a baby face, right? So maybe that one. No Draws was a baby though. So Blackman's back. That's the only one that might be confusing.
So there was no heel in that one. So
yeah, all
that's
heels.
The only one.
And Blackman does become a heel eventually. He might have been, but yeah, you're right. This is like the rise of the evil empire.
Yeah, not even just the corporation matches. All matches, other than the one that was face versus face, all matches have had the heel win.
Instead of So it's asking Obi-Wan for help. We need to
Help me, Stone Cold. Help me, Stone Cold. Help me, Stone Cold.
Although I have a feeling.
I have a fever. or
I
a
have a feeling that Stone Cold actually does win. And it's with the assistance of The Rock. Because didn't The Rock just break away from the corporation?
Well, like I said, I don't think The Rock's going to show up because I believe he's filming a movie.
Maybe.
You never know.
But you could be wrong on that.
It's interesting that you say you feel like, and we're not done talking about this match. We got to rank it. That you feel like Stone Cold is going to win, and I don't remember this because I probably didn't see it. I'm surprised I haven't went back and watched it when I'm watching the cock, but I know I didn't see it at the time because you couldn't. But I got a feeling Stone Cold's probably going to walk away too because logically, and we know wrestling's not logical, but logically, there's no fucking way he should win the main event because it's two guys in the same faction taking him on. So logically,
and not only that, it's a no holds barred. So obviously, he's not just fighting those two. So story wise,
he should have no chance.
He should have no chance in hell. However, I think it has to be something happens.
Yeah.
Maybe get some assistance. Maybe all the people that have gotten their ass kicked tonight by the corporation all come out to help Stone Cold.
But back to the end of this one, I can't remember what the first move was. Billy ended up hitting Mankind with on the chair. It wasn't the famous, or that was the second, but he hit it. The ref counted. We heard the bell.
After a 2 count.
But Teddy held up that it was only a 2 count. Then, if you noticed, when Billy went for the famouser, Teddy called for the bell again before he even fucking counted the pin. And then he counted the 3. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what's happening.
So maybe
almost like he was getting ready to disqualify him for the chair, but then was like, you know what? You're right. Where he messed up was he didn't ask the audience for advice. Yeah. And it shows you Teddy Long cannot referee without advice from the audience.
Without help.
Yeah, he has to. Players, what do I do, players?
Put him in a match for maybe it's simply this is the first time we've seen him, I think, in WWF. So maybe it's just a matter of he is used to WCW rules, and maybe something messed him up.
There's no rules in any wrestling that say just use the steel chair. WCW is definitely not more hardcore. Remember,
I don't know.
Maybe throw them over the top rope, kids.
It's been 10 years in between. Maybe he was reffing for ECW for a little bit there.
Overall, though,
did ECW have straight matches that weren't extreme?
No, actually, in ECW, every match was an ODQ match because that was.
That's what I figured. Yeah. So maybe that's what he's used to.
That was like the Federation where they have a pay-per-view and be like, the following match is regular rules. You can't cheat this time. That would make it hard for me. No chair shots, bitches. Other than
that, gets mad and smashes a beer bottle on his head.
Other than the little bit of weirdness at the end, I liked the match. It had the good story because of Mankind getting jumped before, and Billy Gunn took advantage of the situation. And you know what?
Oh, that's good heel work.
He may have won with a famouser to the chair, but Mankind's the one that brought the chair into the ring. So he was his own worst enemy.
Maybe Teddy Long was like, since Mankind brought it in, was like, you know what? These guys are getting all the shit. Let's give them that. And then it worked against them. But
I'm going to give this match a 1, 2. Ring the bell. Wait, don't ring the bell. 1, 2. Ring the. I'm going to give it a 3.
Give it a 3. Yeah, I enjoyed this match as well. I'm going to give it a 3.5. Assman.
I'm an ass man. There was a lot of ass.
I'm an ass man.
We saw Mr. Ass, Mankind ass. Might have saw some Teddy Long ass. I don't know. There was a lot of ass, but there was no like China ass or Tory ass. It was just men's asses everywhere.
Oh, at least no one's eating carpet, I guess.
God, I've been mentioning this carpet for hours, and I don't feel any different.
My mom says to be a lesbian, you gotta chew a box.
That is.
I don't know. It tastes like crap, and I don't feel like a lesbian.
I downloaded the wrong Peacock again.
My grandma was a quarter lesbian, so that makes me a lesbian. I love that episode.
It's one of my favorites. on earth?
I think it's, if I remember right, it's the first ever episode of South Park I ever watched, because that was the Tom's Rhinoplasty epised, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
Mr. Garrison
Yep.
gets a new nose and his
Yep.
entire face looks like David Hasselhoff.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that was the first ever episode of South Park I ever watched. I remember going to school and people kept talking about this South Park show. I'm like, what the hell is this? I got to check it out. So we snuck. We were staying at my dad's house that weekend. So my dad had us. And we snuck into the room and we're like, all right, I think it's on Comedy Central at 10. So we put it on, or it had to have been a because it was always on Wednesdays, and we never went to my dad's at Wednesdays unless something happened. Maybe we were there for a week or something. So we watched it, and the episode was Tom's Rhinoplasty, and I've been a fan ever since.
Got him.
I laughed so freaking hard with that one episode.
Oh yeah, it's good. All right, well, we know what time it is. It's time for the main event of the main event, and we know what the main event is. Stone Cold defending his title against Undertaker and Triple H, and
it's technically Stone Cold versus the corporation,
anything
corporate ministry.
Yeah, so we might as well say it's him against like 6-7 guys.
Yeah.
So I imagine we'll see every member of the ministry.
China's salivating.
At some point. Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's go check it out. Let's see what happens. Main event of No Mercy. All right, so here we go with our main event. It's the good old stack the deck against Austin, because why wouldn't you use the top baby face, right? Kind of feel like he was Stone Cold was kind of like Batman in the Attitude Era, and they just wanted everyone from the put all the villains. We need all the super villains to team up. Now, right away, I would say this is a triple threat match. It's for the title, and it's Austin, Taker, and Triple H, as you see. Right away, my thing would be like, the logical thing here would be Triple H or Taker just fucking lay down for the other guy, and the match is over. But we know that it doesn't work that way. Not only does it not work that way, there eventually comes the point where Taker and Triple H start fighting because, as you pointed out, it's for the world titles. So whether they're on the same team or not, they don't care because I want to be champion. I want to be champion. I want to be champion.
No,
so,
me.
Yeah. For a while, they were getting along, whooping Stone Cold's ass together, but then you got to the point in the match where they started fighting each other. How many times did King yell for Shane McMahon? Was that not one of the simplest but funniest things on commentary? Shane,
Shane,
we need you now.
Where are you?
Things aren't going the way they're supposed to. It's not working out. It was a good match, fun, entertaining, making Stone Cold look like a superhero. He slipped at one point in the match, like legit slipped outside the ring, but he kept going. That's what a true fighter does. A lot of good action outside the ring. So so here comes the cavalry. Like I said, it's like when the Hearts celebrated in the ring, there were like 700 Hearts. Here comes everybody and their brother, and
pretty much everybody that got their ass kicked by the corporation tonight.
Well, they came out in a minute. I was talking about just the corporation coming out first, though, before all those guys came out.
My bad.
Proceeded to stomp a hole in Steve Austin's ass. Stone Cold didn't look too happy while that was going on. I don't know if someone was hitting too hard. Like, he legit looked like he wasn't too. Like, guys, the fuck? You forget. Let's call him the fuck that. Give Viscera away from me. That's what it was.
Like I said, I saw him. He just looked like he was trying to say bullshit. This is bullshit.
Well, it is bullshit. And we just see it time bullshit. It's always let's take out Austin however we can. But you're right. Everyone else involved in matches in the night ended up coming out. Here come X-Pac, came behind him, and I'm like, the ring's gonna clear out. It's X-Pac. They're gonna go. They're scared. They don't want none. They don't want an X-Pac. But also the Brood came out. Everyone started fucking fighting. And when they all started working their way to the back, Mankind ended up coming out too. And Mankind actually had the Undertaker. So the Undertaker is out of the ring, and that's when it comes down to Triple H and Stone Cold. And of course, who else would win but Stone Cold? And I believe he had the Smoking Skull title again. I don't remember that belt, being around that long, but it looked to me like he was carrying the Smoking Skull still.
Well, remember in the last one, Vince McMahon brought the Smoking Skulls title to him.
Right. And he had both at the end of the last pay-per-view. So he's still carrying the good old Smoking Smoking Skull. He wins, and then of course he proceeds to give everyone Stone Cold Stunners except for X-Pac and Earl Hebner because they're his drinking buddies tonight.
Yeah, he was almost like Oprah out there. You get a stunner. You get a stunner.
You guys,
You get a stunner.
the best thing at the end of the match to me was fucking Triple H's dumbass falling for the old beer. Like Triple H took a beer. Listen, kids, there's two things in life you never want to take: the Snickers off your pillow if you get locked up, and a beer from Stone Cold. That's the two. Neither one are treats. Okay, they're just.
And maybe I just am not as familiar with prison culture, but I am not entirely understanding the Snicker situation.
If you're fresh in jail and you walk in your cell and there is any kind of snack on your pillow, that is not a welcome gift. Okay, let's just say that if you accept that gift, then whoever left such gift now kind of
owns you.
Yes.
You're their bitch. Okay.
Yes. Same as if you take a beer from Stone Cold.
Oh, thank God I'm not in prison because I would just be like, oh shit, Snickers.
Snickers.
That's the best thing, best prison ever.
Thank you, buddy. And Buddy's fucking 10 foot tall. And, thanks for the Snickers. But Triple H did fall for it. He gave him a beer. He got another one for X-Pac, and they all cheers together.
He was very apprehensive about it.
He was
like backing up. He's like,
you know what? I'll go for it.
And I just want to say, Triple H gave a great, like he sold that stunner. He did the spit up with the beer. That was beautiful. I love it.
He was definitely always one of the best at selling the stunner. Triple H is definitely up there.
I know. I think The Rock.
Well, I didn't say Triple H was the best. I said he was one of.
He was one of. He's really good at selling.
Yeah, there's a handful of guys.
I wonder if that stunner and that spit up is what made him think, I bet this would look good in my entrance with water.
I wonder.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to mention Triple H has new music again.
Yeah.
So we had one pay-per-view with just that one cheesy 80s, like we didn't know what to do with you. But now he's got new music, and I recognize this music. Yeah. So this must be the music he uses for a while until he gets the game.
Yeah, pre-game, right before the... It's the pre-game game.
It's the pre-game game, yeah. But yeah, this is this music I actually recognize. I had no idea what the hell that other crap was at the Backlash pay-per-view.
Well, this was a good main event, and really, so the last 3 matches actually felt like pay-per-view matches and saved the show.
Yeah.
It was those last 3. The first half was a little like, especially
they were all quick.
Especially the 2 squash matches, and yeah, there weren't a lot. This was the longest match, obviously main event, and I think the second longest match was Mankind and Mr. Ass, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
The majority of them were under 10 minutes, and of course we had the two squash matches. But once again, Mr. McMahon. Well, this wasn't Mr. McMahon. Shane McMahon's plans fail, and Stone Cold is still your champion.
Yeah, I figured he was going to win. It's kind of weird that Undertaker just left.
Yeah,
that was kind of
he didn't just leave though. He was getting attacked by Mankind. They were brawling to the back. That's why
I understand.
Out of the picture, so
I'd be fighting a little bit.
It's still kind of weird though because I know, unfortunately, we both know what pay-per-view is next, and Undertaker's not fighting Mankind at the next pay-per-view. He's getting another title shot. So so. There you go. But next week, yes, will be the unfortunate one we've not been looking forward to, even though we know darn well that that's not going to be in the pay-per-view. It'll be cut out, but it's still just no.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that's not going to be shown.
Oh, they're definitely not going to show that in the pay-per-view, but it's still.
They didn't even show it at the, because I watched this one live when it came out, and they cut away pretty quick.
You still saw it happen, but they cut away.
Yeah, this is going to be probably another short one because of it.
So yeah, but great way to end the pay-per-view. Send everybody home happy. Stone Cold drank like 6 fucking beers after this one. Like, keep giving him an X-Pac, and X-Pac's like, dude, I weigh 60 pounds. I know everyone's I know everyone's scared of me, but I'm a little fella. Like,
I had to come out with a stick earlier.
Be coming out with that stick later too. Guess I forgot to mention everybody got Bronco Busters too, not just
stunners.
They got Bronco Busters. Like Austin set them all up. China got the last Bronco Buster.
She did.
Not the last one she'll get, but she got the last one in this show.
She was
Fun
getting
main event.
another one later.
I loved every bit of this main event. I loved it when, it finally came to the point where Taker and Triple H were fighting each other because, like, fuck you. I know we're on the same team, but I want the world title. They whooped Austin's ass, but in the end, Austin walks away the winner. I am going to give this, I'm going to give this 4 stunners.
Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. It had a very interesting end. I'm going to go with 3.5 Bronco Busters, I suppose.
Bronco Buster.
There was at least 3.5 going on last at the end there.
At least 3.5. At least. All right. Very good. Very good. We did it. We made it through. We made it through.
Well, you know what's next.
I do. Let's pick some matches.
Favorite match of the night.
Favorite match of the night. Well, I just have to go by the rankings, and my highest ranked one was the main event. So I'm going to go with the main event, the triple threat match between Taker, Stone Cold, and Triple H.
Now, I don't always like to pick the same one as you, but it's clearly the main event is the best match of the night. None of the other matches were, I mean, the last 3 matches were decent. None of them were a standout. I'm also going to go with the main event.
Can't argue that.
Worst match of the night.
All right, well, worst match. Worst match. I'm not going to pick the 2 squash matches. Of course, you could easily pick. We usually don't do that. So, and Gilbert was a classic, and we all know that anyway. So, I guess really just by process of elimination, looking at everything, I'm going to go with the Shamrock Draws match. Not because it was bad, but just because it felt more like a Superstars match or it was Blackman Draws. Make sure I said that right. But that one, yeah, I'm going to go with. It was just kind of there. It was there. It was fine.
I'm gonna agree with you mainly because, yeah, it was just it's not so it was overshadowed by everything else. At least with all the other bad matches, you have the 2 squash matches, like you said. We don't really like to choose squash matches unless they really piss me off. Then I'll pick the damn squash matches. These squash matches were not heinous, like terrible, like. I mean, we got to see Goldberg, which that already gave me happiness because fuck Goldberg. Anyways, and then, the whole Sable story was kind of fun. Squash match, sure, but, it was a good story. Like, I liked it. I mean, it wasn't bad. And then all the other matches that weren't great, they had the corporate ministry storyline going on, so it kind of all fits together. And this match was just there. Like, why are we even the match with Badass Billy Gunn, who's not part of the corporate ministry, also had corporate ministry parts of the story. So yeah, it was just there. It wasn't a squash match. It wasn't in line with the rest of the pay-per-view. The entire pay-per-view was one long story practically. This is just there. So yeah, no, I'm with you. Long way of saying I agree.
All right, yeah, good shit, good stuff. All right, well, we've picked. I guess we have to we got to plug some pluggables.
We do need to plug some pluggables.
Plug those pluggables.
All right. Well, you can find me at Dragon Blazer Productions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the Tiki Talkies. I'm sorry, in case you're not sure what that is. That is the TikTok. I'm on TikTok. Don't stop. Oh, wait, that's wrong TikTok. Anyways, and then you can find me at X, Dragon Blazer Pro.
Here I go trying to be slick. Oh well. Sorry, I disappeared for a minute. I was trying to pull up the thing. I'll do it next week. I was trying to pull up my little. I didn't have the thing with all my socials on it, but it's easy because everywhere except for the X, we are at Boomer and Blaze Show. That's Facebook, that's TikTok, that's Insta, that's YouTube. But if you want to see us on that darn X, you have to go at Boomer_Blaze because X is whatever. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
They have to be different. Pretty soon it's going to be running on electricity, right? Electronic instead of gas.
Well, I mean, not only do you have to have a shorter name, you're only allowed to do 40. So, you know.
Not only did we make it through, we made it plenty of time that you get to look up. You are going to look up tonight. Next week, we will discuss Superman because we'll have seen it by then. And of course, also, it's the infamous Over the Edge 1999, and we all know what happened at that infamous pay-per-view. So that's going to be a little sad. But we did it. We made it through, and we'll see you next week. This has been the Boomer and Blaze Show. I am Boomer.
And I'm Blaze.
And good night from Dragon Blazer Studios.